Jump scare. This eyeshadow looks very, very bold in this lighting. It is bold, but it's like really catching the attention of the camera. So anyway, hello, my name is Samar. I also go by Sam or first name Panner, and any of those you want to call me, you can. This will be finally an update for my 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. This video has been so long coming. I usually mean to upload it on the 5th every month. I already can't talk. Every month. But as you know, I've just been struggling. So that didn't happen, and I'm also filming this at night because I cannot seem to get my life together. It has actually been so long that I almost skipped talking about an empty because I thought I had already shown it, because this has been an empty for so long now that I was just like, oh yeah, I showed that last update. No, I didn't. So you're in for a treat. I'm gonna spoil it because I'm so excited about it. But I'll just get right into it. Actually, first, if you haven't seen this before or you don't really know anything about this, check my description box or at the end of the video, because I will link the playlist. You can watch the introduction. I explain everything, but basically this is a project that was created by Elizabeth, who is Shiny Happy Pants on Instagram, so go check her out. She'll be in my description box. And this is a project where you pan things that are 5 years old through 1 year old, but you might already know that if you're watching this update. If not, watch the intro. My empty is my 1 year old item. It's my Makeup by Mario. Oh my god, sorry. That sounded pitiful. My Makeup by Mario Moisture Glow Plumping Lip Serum in the shade Rosewood Glow. Oh my god, take 100 Rosewood Glow. I'll try to give you, it's like there's nothing in there. I don't even know if I'll try to dig it out maybe, I guess. I'll give you a swatch. This is, or was, the Sephora birthday gift for 2025, like one of the options. It came with this and a lip liner. Here is what it looks like. Again, it's just, my lighting always makes everything look warmer, even though I have it on like pretty much a neutral lighting setting. But it is like truly a rosewood shade, like, you know, like a pink mauve shade. It's the same as what this tube looks like. So I finally finished this. So my goal with all of these is to finish all of these lip products, and yes, everything in this project is a lip product. So I'm very glad to finally have finally be able to talk about my first empty of this project, because this has been an empty for probably like a month now. My two-year-old items are my LYS Speak Love Glossy Lip Treatment Oils. They're just lip oils. They're both brown shades. I love brown lip products. And I have almost the same amount of progress on both of these. The first one is Dark Chocolate, which is just like a medium deep neutral brown shade. The packaging gets very, very messy. It's really gross. Actually, I should have cleaned it up. But this is what it looks like. Again, it looks warmer in the camera, but it literally is just a true neutral brown. It basically looks like this, only this becomes much more sheer. It is not this that I'm wearing on my lips, but just think this color. And I wear this when I don't really care about my lip product lasting too long, or if I just like need to fly out the door, because what I'm wearing right now is a bit more involved. And I was able to make this much progress. I started, both of these were like mostly, I mean, I had more use on this one, but it was pretty much full. Like this one was definitely full. So first update, I was down to here, and now I am down to there, if you can see that line. I am very, very happy with the progress that I made on both of these, and I actually have more progress on this one. I just really, really enjoy this. These are holiday shades. They seem to only come out for the holidays, but this past holiday season, like 2025, they did not come back. But I did buy them. Actually, no, I don't think these exact shades, but I bought both of these holiday 2024, and then holiday 2023 I bought a different shade. But anyway, the other shade of this that I have in this project is Chocolate Cherry, which is kind of the same thing, except it has a bit of like a purple tone to it. So this is what it looks like. Again, I'm gonna stop saying it after this because I'm just repeating myself, but it's definitely not this warm as it looks on camera. Maybe my lighting will just fix itself while I'm editing. Sometimes it does that. I went back to using my old editing software because I could not stand iMovie. I have made almost the exact same amount of progress on this one. I wear this a lot with something else I'm panning, so I'm pretty much getting like consistent use on it, and I just love this shade. I was using this a lot in like winter 24-25, and then I kind of just stopped using it, so I'm really glad to be getting use on it again, especially because not only are these lip oils, which tend to go bad faster, but LYS is like a clean brand and their stuff will go bad on you. My 3-year-old items are a lip liner, lipstick, and lip gloss, but I don't even use these together. The first one I'll talk about is, I guess, the lipstick, because in my intro this was actually something else. It was a different lipstick that I decluttered because it was just going bad on me. So I swapped it with this during, there's the dust, during my last update. And this is the REM, I don't know what it's called, the writing's too small, but it's the Slim lipstick in the shade Cloudy. It is such a pretty color. I love this so much. This is actually a dupe for and I hope this is not being discontinued because this is no longer sold on Ulta. I'm so annoyed. It literally happened like a few days after I uploaded my last update where I was talking about how I love this so much and I want to repurchase it because it's a perfect dupe for something else that is discontinued. But this is what it looks like, and this is a dupe for one of the lipsticks in these holiday sets from LYS. It's basically, maybe it's like a hair off with shade, but everything else, like the formula, it's almost the exact same color. It's even like another Slim lipstick. Everything is just so similar and I love it so much, and it's much more easily accessible, or I thought it was. But yeah, I'm really trying to finish this. So I pretty much have the exact same amount of progress as the first update. This is where it is right here. So when I rolled it in, I put it down so I could actually point. When I first rolled it in, it was like in between updates, so I just marked it when I decided it was going in this project. Then last update, it was at that second line, of course, and now it's at this bottom line, and this line here is where the packaging is. So it's definitely going to take me, I want to say it's going to take me a while to get through, but not many uses, because I think I only used this twice this past month and I was able to make a decent line marking. So I think either like this is just going to be a slow but steady product, or if for some reason at a certain point I like start focusing on this, like I put it in my bag and bring it with me to work, I think this could go very, very quickly. Like the LYS dupe for this, I was panning in this project last year and I finished it in 1 month. Then my lip liner from LYS, this is the Speak Love Smooth Glide Lip Pencil in the shade Driven, which is like a pinky brown. That's what it looks like right there. I really do like this lip liner. I have another shade from LYS as well, but this is the older one, so I wanted to pan this one first. I was wearing this with the like lip plumper lip gloss thing from Makeup by Mario, but of course since I finished that, I haven't been wearing this as often. I think I've only worn it once since then, so progress is definitely slowing down. I do still have enough progress to make a new line marking. This is where it is now. So I did make a pretty good jump from like between the intro and the first update to the first update, and now the jump is a lot bigger, but I've had like an extra 2 weeks of use on this because I'm filming this update so late. So I'll just have to see. Like, I'm very curious to see what my progress will be next month, if I even use this at all. The only other, like, I mean, I do have some pink things in here, but they're like super bright pink and I don't wear this with them. The only other pink thing I have in this project is this lip gloss, but I just like, for some reason, whenever I'm wearing something like pink or purple toned, I tend to go for something neutral on the lips. Maybe I'm gonna have to like force myself to switch it up. But the final 3-year-old product is this Dose of Colors X Orpha Collab Lip Gloss in the shade 143. I was gonna say VHS, but that was the shade of the lipstick that I decluttered from this project and from my collection. As you can see, there's plenty of like, I don't know, cracking around the tube. If I swirl the wand around, I actually haven't done this, so I don't really know, but yeah, you can definitely see like a lot of windowing there. And it doesn't go away when I like screw the wand back in. But I just like don't really exactly know how much truly is left in this tube. But I am wearing it now on top of a dark brown lip liner. That's kind of like how I get this like medium deep neutral brown look. It's kind of probably just another slow and steady product. It does not settle, so I can't make line markings on this. I just like the other lip glosses I have in this project, I kind of just have to go with windowing. But I mean, I'm totally fine with having this in the project along with the lip liner that I'm pairing it with, because when else am I gonna use it? So my 4-year-old products are 2 lip liners and 2 like chubby stick lip crayons. So I guess I'll start with the lip liner since one of them is what I'm wearing now. This is the ABH or Anastasia Beverly Hills lip liner in the shade Malt, which is just, as I said, like a deep neutral brown. This is actually such a nice lip liner. I love using this with, like, I'm not a lip liner person at all, which is why most of my progress using this is like filling in my lips with this and topping it with a lip gloss. So it's basically like a lipstick. How I'm using it now, this is how I get 90% of my use on this. But sometimes, because I love doing this like red and black look, and whenever I do that, I always line my lips with a dark brown lip liner and then put on some red lip gloss, and I love that look so much. And this is like the perfect pencil to do it with because it's just like a perfect neutral brown. So anyway, let me show you the progress. I actually have a lot of progress on this. I think I have the most on this, which I guess shouldn't be surprising since I've been using it as a lipstick. But this is how much product I've used in or like not the past months, because it's been longer than that, but since the last update. I'm very, very happy about that. I think if I was gonna buy it, like once I finish all of my lip liners, this probably could be a contender for one that I would repurchase, because like I said, even though I'm not a lip liner person, I would like to have a dark brown lip liner in my collection for that specific look that I like doing. And then the other one is another dark brown lip liner. This is the Charlotte Tilbury Lip Cheat in the Pillow Talk 3, but I don't even think I've used this once in the last, or since the last update. I'm just not gonna use it because I'm using this one, and then I'll move on to the Charlotte Tilbury. Then I have these chubby sticks from Revlon. I always explain that I have a third one of these too. I was buying these when I was trying to find a dupe for my Super Strawberry from Clinique because I thought it was being discontinued. Of course it's not, and now I just have 3 extra chubby sticks on my hands. But these are like actually so nice for kind of just throwing in my bag or just having something. Like, I love this Super Strawberry. This is like, in my opinion, the closest dupe for Super Strawberry, so I'll just swatch this one first. This is the Revlon Kiss Balm in the shade Berry Burst, which looks like this. It definitely doesn't look as bright on my lips as it does in the camera. But yeah, this is so nice to use in the summer, which is like when I like having that kind of bright pink look on my lips. It's like the only time I like having that look, and it's sheer. I don't really like opaque pink lips. But so I haven't been getting too much use on this. I've kind of been only using this shade when I have nothing else to put on my lips, or it's like a makeup free day, so I'll just like toss this on. This is how much progress I've made in the past month. Oh, I'm getting the notebook so messy, but just that tiny little jump. I think I don't even think I was able to make a line marking the first month. But so I guess this is like technically 2 months of progress. But like I said, and I also panned my Super Strawberry last year in this project, I will be getting a lot more use on this in the spring summer months, but mostly the summer months. And then the other shade of this that I have is Fresh Strawberry, and this one is a lot lighter. Well, not a lot, but I tend not to build this one up too much because I pretty much just use this as like I don't know why I'm showing you this. This is the swatch. If I don't build it up too much, it's very, very sheer and you almost can't tell I have anything on my lips. So I just keep this in my bag as like a lip balm to throw on if I don't have anything else to wear, or like if I forgot my lip product of the day, I'll still have this in my purse if my lips are dry. And this is how much I've used of this in the past month. So that's where it is now. And I made a really good jump. However, I feel like I want to take this out of my bag, even though I'm getting such good use on it. These caps like do not twist or like click on. They just like literally you just push them on. So it's always like coming off in my bag, and then I have to like take it out and wipe it down and hope I'm not gonna get a lip infection, so I might take it out of my bag. I don't really know. Finally, I have all 5 of my 5-year-old items, and these are all NYX butter glosses. So I guess I'll just start with them one by one. The first one I'll start with is the one that I have the most use on, which is the shade Caramelt. These are, again, all brown lip glosses, just different shades of brown. This first one, Caramelt, is the only warm brown, or no, it's like, anyway, I'll get to that later. This is just a typical warm brown shade, though like always not quite as warm as it looks in the camera. This one has the most use on it because, I mean, I have been using it this year. Anytime I wear like a warm eye look, I put this on pretty much. But I was trying to pan this last year as well. I don't think it was ever in a project officially, but this and one other one that I already finished last year they were like my 2 work bag lip glosses for like the entire second half of the year. But I just wore the other one way more often, which is why I was able to finish that one. Sorry if my voice is actually like disgusting right now. Okay, hopefully that helped a little bit. This one I would say is like halfway gone. And I feel like honestly I could probably take the stopper out of this because it is very, very hard to get product out of this with the stopper still in, which always happens with NYX butter glosses. Like halfway through the product you have to take the stopper out, or else you're leaving behind so much in the tube. But because I am panning a warm tone palette, I like to keep this in my purse so that throughout the day at work or just like wherever I'm going, I can reapply with this, because what I wear on my lips with that look, this is like such a tangent, you don't need to know this, but that is a very complicated like lip combination, so I kind of just like to reapply with this. And once I take the stopper out of products, I do not put them in my bag because they will leak. So I think I'll wait one more update to take out the stopper from this, because I want to still get more use on this like as a reapplication product. The other like warm butter gloss is the shade Brownie Drip, but this one is more like a red brown, so I don't even like think of it as warm brown. I kind of just think of it as like a red almost. This is what it looks like. I love this shade so much. It's probably like, or at least when I first started wearing these glosses, which I learned things about NYX recently that I just don't like, so I don't know if I'll be supporting them moving forward, which is such a shame because this was my absolute favorite lip formula. But anyway, when I first started wearing NYX butter glosses, this was my favorite shade, and it's the least used product like in this entire project for me, which is just crazy. But yeah, this one is pretty much full. Then I have Spiked Toffee, which is the pink toned brown. I just got this on my mirror. This is what it looks like. It's the one that I was saying like potentially I could start pairing with the LYS lip liner. This one is, I like the color, but I mean, it's just nothing special. I don't know. Then I have Lava Cake, which is the darkest. I think this is like the darkest in the entire Butter Gloss line, but it's definitely the darkest gloss I have in my entire collection. And the way I get use on this, when I first rolled it into this project, I was pairing it with that lipstick that I decluttered because that lipstick was way too light for me. So I would just put this on top and it would pretty much create this exact color on my lips. So like I had like 3 different options for a neutral brown lip. It was kind of crazy, but of course I decluttered that one, and it was getting hard for me to use this because I'm never gonna put this, well, not never, but I'm hardly ever gonna wear this on my lips just alone. But I recently started pairing it with this liquid lipstick that I'm panning in a different project, and it's like a slightly warm, like springy peachy pink that I don't like. I mean, it's not my favorite on its own on my lips, but pairing it with Lava Cake, I love it so much. And I like get compliments on the lip combo, so I'm really happy that I found another way to use this. But it's only a usage goal on that liquid lipstick, so once I hit my goal on that, I'm gonna have to find another way to use this. And then finally, my most used butter gloss this year is definitely Fudge Me, which, say it with me, is the neutral brown. This is the 3rd option that I have. Actually no, technically 4th, because I had, not counting this, I had this Fudge Me and the light lipstick, I have the lip liner and the light lip gloss, and then the LYS lip oil. So this was the 4th option for a neutral brown. Now it's the 3rd since I decluttered that lipstick, but this is like definitely my most used butter gloss this year because it just like goes with so many different looks that I do because it's purely neutral. So this is like, I would say a majority of the time what I'm reaching for to reapply throughout the day. None of these butter glosses again really have any visual progress because like the other lip gloss, these do not settle. You kind of just have to like swirl the wand around to see windowing. And again, the one that's lowest is probably Caramel, but I don't really see any windowing in here. It's like, I always, when I first started panning these, I thought the packaging was opaque because even when you have like no product left in the packaging, it's very hard to see any windowing whatsoever. So, oh, maybe I just got a little window there. Here's a window in Fudge or Caramel. So yeah, I definitely am very close to finishing this because when I put the wand back in, it's not filling back up. So yeah, I think next update, I will definitely take the stopper out of this, even possibly out of Fudge Me if I keep getting a lot of use on this. We'll just have to see. But other than that, I don't know if I'm gonna have any more empties next update. Actually, I know for sure I won't. But if I had to guess what will be empty first, I would say, okay, if I end up focusing on this, it could very easily be this slim lipstick from REM because it'll take me like less than a month to finish this. If not, either this combo or one of the NYX butter glosses that I'm very close on. But that being said, I've been filming for over half an hour, so I need to go to Target and pick up some litter box bags. I'll just see you in my next video, and until then, I hope you have an amazing day. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.